start burning things down. They start breaking windows, and they hijack the whole message of these peaceful liberals. I've seen it every single time. It is the exact same thing. These extremists are the problem on the side. That's why the moderates come together, because they're trying to destroy the message. They're just trying to use our platform. Okay, and I saw it after in Portland. Everyone was peacefully protesting Trump. Okay, thousands and thousands of people marching peacefully, right? Good people who just wanted to be heard, and there was like 10 Antifa punks that were breaking windows, burning things down. That's all you heard. That's all you saw. That's all you heard.
But you say you don't understand why people perceive you as a white supremacist or alt-right, but yet you. Come on. Hang on. But yet you invited.
Let him talk. Hey guys.
Let him get his questions out.
So, but yet you invited Kyle Chapman to speak. White supremacists have showed up at your rallies.
How is Kyle Chapman a white supremacist?
So Kyle Chapman has said on social media that he's a white nationalist. Kyle Chapman has espoused violence against these Antifa folks. Kyle Chapman has been captured on video doing violence.
I am all for.
Antifa just to get because you.
Guys, can I answer this?
Yeah, please.
We don't have much time, guys. Hey guys, listen.
18 months of Antifa violence.
Listen.
Yeah, you didn't say shit
about
Antifa. Please. I don't even know the names of the people. Please.
Kyle Chapman is a really good guy who I love and appreciate very much. He is not racist, okay? He has a beautiful Japanese wife. He has a Japanese kid. I've seen him with tons of people of color. He does not care who you are. He cares about what you believe in. And he does believe in self-defense, okay? If you have a problem, with self-defense.
People like this guy right here, man. I mean.
Anyone else have questions? Anyone else have questions?
Has anybody realized why we're in this area right now?
Yes, we did.
We're here because of Antifa and BAM and BLM. They want to attack us because of our freedom of speech. It's a no-brainer. We're here in nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, so we don't have the violence. We don't want the violence. And we have gentlemen like this that keep edging it on about white supremacy. I'm not a white supremacist. When are you going to figure it out? I mean, seriously. I mean, if you have, hold on, please. If you have Donald J. Trump come out and say that he does not support white supremacy, he has to say it 1,000,000 times, and you still will not get it.
Say something real quick. Here's another speaker that was not allowed to talk today.
Hey guys, my name's Rio Gavi. You know, this has been really frustrating for the last couple of weeks. We've seen the mayor, we've seen Nancy Pelosi continually put out misinformation that this was going to be a white supremacist rally, that these were going to be hate speech spoken there, that there were neo-Nazis coming, and nothing that I've heard Joey say in the past couple months is anything close to that. Nothing I had to say today was going to be anything close to that. I wanted to talk about issues in the black community. I want to talk about issues with trans people, homeless people in the street. So it's, sorry, I got emotional. It's
Let it out, bro. Let it out.
You know, there's a lot of issues in the Bay Area. You know, here in California, we have the 6th largest economy in the world, and yet we can continue to point fingers at Trump, and do this misinformation and and the smoke screen, and like have these phantom demons of like, oh, white supremacists are going to march in the street, and here come the neo-Nazis. We have more than enough resources to take care of our own, and yet we still continue to like point our fingers at the federal government when we really have all the money. You know, so when I go through San Francisco streets and I see blocks and blocks and blocks of like tent cities in Oakland and in Berkeley, and I wonder who's at fault. You know, we can't point our fingers at neo-Nazis for shit like that. You know, we can't point the finger at white supremacists or Klan members or the Confederate flag. You know, the issues are right here. The issues, you know, we have a democratic mayor, congresswoman. You know, I just heard yesterday, Barbara Lee, 13 districts, Alameda County, say once again that it was a neo-Nazi rally. You know, when we, it's so frustrating that when we misdirect, you know, the true issue of issues that we can solve, and you know, and I'm happy that everyone came out to protest. You know, they're having a good time in San Francisco right now, but nothing that was going to be said on the stage today was anything close to being hateful, close to being hate speech. There were no neo-Nazis showing up. I'm black myself. I consider myself like a liberal, left-leaning centrist. and there was a lot of things that I really wanted to get out and talk about oppression and talk about, hate, hatred, in our community and as abroad, and I didn't get that opportunity because the mayor, Nancy Pelosi, spent so much time, putting out this misinformation, and even when they were told otherwise, they doubled down.
Hey, Ryogo, don't you think it's a bigger issue that the congressman, that Nancy Pelosi was asking? Don't you think it's a bigger issue that Nancy Pelosi was saying about the rally we were supposed to have? She said, you guys cannot cry wolf in a crowded theater. Don't you think that's a bigger issue that we actually have senile people running in the government today?
Absolutely. I don't even, again, I don't see where that comes from. Crying wolf, like.
Crying wolf in a crowded theater.
Yeah, that wasn't the case. Yes, sir.
We're not in a vacuum here. Charlottesville is fresh on a lot of people's minds.
Absolutely.
Right? And so then you guys went forward with this event after Charlottesville. You can imagine people who don't even know the issues were anxious about it. Right?
Actually, this event was scheduled before Charlottesville.
As I said, you went forward.
Way before Charlottesville. The only reason why.
You went forward, right?
No. We had to schedule before Charlottesville. We're going to continue. We're going to continue because we have nothing to do with Charlottesville. White supremacists are not here.
Going forward with Berkeley.
Why are white supremacists not here? Why do they got? What does that have to do with us?
Because it's timing. It's in context.
What about liberals going forward with their rally?
But what does it have to do with us?
It
has nothing to do with us.
I'm pretty sure there was a rally right after they burned down Berkeley, and liberals didn't say, "Oh, it's bad timing."
So what about the rally that's happening right now in San Francisco?
We're covering that. How come
they're not drawing white supremacists? How come they're not drawing white supremacists? How come they're not drawing white supremacists? Why are we drawing white supremacists? I mean, are you kidding me? Look at me. Look at me.
And we're the white supremacists.
Are they the only people that we're drawing to be violent are these Antifa ISIS members? That's the only people that we're bringing. The Antifa ISIS members.
You've been at every Patriot prayer. In past events, there have been folks who identified as white supremacists, as you just acknowledged. Then Charlottesville happened. In that context, when it goes forward, you might have people.
Yeah, I want Titus people. Let me explain something to you. So, why is it that when Antifa does the stuff that they do, no one ever speaks out against them? Be quiet, please. Why is it that Antifa doesn't? Why is it when Antifa goes and burns down the country? Why is it we don't have politicians that come up and say, "Hey, Antifa, you need to not protest for however long because they just burnt May Day. They just burnt things down." Be quiet, please. Tani, I want you to come up here and say something. Okay, here's another speaker.
Hello, everybody. Talofa. I'm known by a lot of these people as Tiny. My real name is Tusitala Johnsoa Foleo Tulilangito Ese. Do you want me to spell that out?
No.
Tusitalasuafoajohntoese. I am 21 years old from the island of American Samoa. Spent 3 years for me up here. I was supposed to be speaking at this rally that has been canceled, and right now emotions are just flowing wild right now because just don't understand anymore. When did our country ever get to this kind of point where standing up for free speech makes you a racist, makes you a white supremacist, fighting for freedom makes you a neo-Nazi? When? And if that's the case, if standing up for my freedom and my rights and standing up for free speech is wrong, then I don't want to be right. I will stand up for what I believe in. And I'm going to tell you this. I used to be one of these people. Well, not Antifa, but I used to be an anti-Trump, hardcore anti-Trump. And if I was still the old me, I would beat up all these people because that's what I used to do. I drive around when Trump was like he announced that he was running for president. I drove around looking for Trump supporter. You got a Trump sticker on you, I'll be waiting at your car. Once you get there, I'll beat your ass up if you talk back to me when I talk shit to you. That's what I used to be.
What made you switch, Tiny?
I saw on the media, every single news, they announced Trump is a racist. They told this. They brought they cut out most of the speech that Trump did and brought only some of it just to make people think he was racist. I really believed that. I really believed that. So I was out. I was filled with anger. So I came across one of the video on Facebook. It says, Trump rally in Vancouver, Washington. I'm like, I live there. Let's go check it out if Trump supporter gets beat up. It was the opposite. I saw this guy right here. And what he was speaking about, the peace, the unity and everything, it hit me right in the dome. So I had a urge and a desire to go out and seek the truth. Are they really racist? So I hit him up. He hooked me up with a few people. I came here, Berkeley the 15th, April. That's where I saw the truth. First time I ever saw a brown Trump supporter, Margaret Gutierrez, Hareem. I knew right there and then, they're not racist. Nobody came up to me and was like, hey, get out of here. You're brown. You're not accepted here. Nobody. They welcomed me with open hands. And it changed my heart. And it hurts me that standing up for what you believe in will get you crucified, will get you prosecuted.
Tony, you're friends with Baseman.
So when did our country get to this? And I'm telling you, we will not back down. We will keep on standing.
What did you see on April 15th? Who was attacking who?
I didn't even throw a punch at the beginning when I was observing everything. Next thing you know, a group that everybody said it was Antifa, I didn't know what Antifa was, march in looking like ninjas from the movie, whatever movie. ISIS. Like ISIS. The stupidity that I saw there, coming in and just charging at people and just beating them up without even talking to them and understanding what they believe in, that changed my heart. I didn't want my kids to grow up in an environment run by those people. That is why I'm standing where I'm standing. And I will say this, I will not change what I believe in. I will keep on standing. I will keep on moving forward. Red, white, and blue, waving high. God bless America.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
I just want to state that the security measures that were in place at first would allow us to screen out any Nazis, any extreme right groups, or any extreme left groups. And the authorities, law enforcement, removed that ability and wanted the crowds to intermingle. So that proposed a dangerous situation for everybody attending the rally, protesters and rally goers. So without that ability to screen out so-called racists and everybody, we wouldn't be able to keep a safe environment. So that's one of the main reasons that led us up to canceling the event. But I have one question for all you media here. I want you guys to know that you're you're responsible for the environment in this country right now. And you have to ask yourselves the part that you play in what's going on in this nation, the political environment and the aggression and the hatred that's being portrayed by the media. You guys play a part in it, and you're responsible for it. And when there's no more a free America, there's no more peaceful America, and there's war, then you can ask yourself how you let it come to this and how you made those decisions to let this happen, how you guys perpetuated this.
Do you think there's going to be war?
Gabe, really quick question.
Do you think there's going to be war?
Well, let me ask really quick, because you guys have affirmed 1,000 times that you're not white supremacists.
We can't denounce it enough times to get it through.
So I got to ask you this, because they keep asking the question. Why do you think they keep doing that?
It's a narrative. It's a narrative.
Let me answer that. The main reason why they keep coming at us about white supremacy, because for the last 2 years I've been saying there's an attack on white people in America. It's a deliberate attack on white people in America. If you go out and you say you're a Trump supporter today, you're automatically racist. Why? Because you're white. They don't say that to me because I'm black. I don't ever hear that I'm racist because I'm black. There are black racist people in America. We've got to stop this. There's an attack right now. That's the reason why they're saying it.
To go back, you said that the media needs to do this, or else there's going to be, when there's war in America, it'll be the media's fault.
I said they need to ask themselves how they played a part in perpetuating it.
I'm not trying to twist your words or anything. Do you believe there's going to be a war in America? That's my question.
I think that you can go out to any Starbucks or any restaurant anywhere in America right now, and you'll see people of all different ethnic backgrounds, just going along about their day with no problem in their daily life. I don't believe that there's an issue as the media is trying to portray it.
But do you believe that we're headed towards a war?
Right now, the war is the info war. That's the war that we're in right now.
I appreciate you standing up there, because we have not had a chance to ask.
Okay, what's your question?
Please understand it's our job to just ask these questions.
What's your question?
It's not your job to
That
win
guy
the
killed
truth.
the question towards me. You saw it.
You reported ended up having to call this thing off. Do you have any regrets about going forward with it in the first place?
I think it proves a point. I do not have a regret at all. I think it proves a point. Why is the rallies over there not too soon? Okay? Why are the rallies at the Civic Center? Why are all the rallies that are happening? Why is the violence against police being reported right now in the city that has nothing to do with us or any of our Patriot Prayer supporters? Why is that not being addressed, and why is that not too soon?
Are you guys going tomorrow to Berkeley? Any representatives?
Berkeley is canceled tomorrow.
So no Patriot Prayer?
No.
What is your next step then? I mean, obviously you saw what happened when you tried to hold a rally here. Where do you go from here?
Well, I'm an activist. I've been an activist for at least a decade, and I sit in the committees at the Capitol in Sacramento. I sit at the legislative hearings all the time, and I witness what's going on, and I've always been an advocate of participation in legislative process.
But what's next for Patriot Prayer?
I'm not Patriot Prayer. Joey Gibson's Patriot Prayer.
We have a question for Joey Gibson about... Joey,
what is next for Patriot Prayer?
What's that?
What is next for Patriot Prayer? This all fell apart after so many weeks of putting it together. What is next? Where do you go from here?
Oh, we got lots of things planned. You know, I'm going to be speaking all over the state next week. We also have a march in Portland. Basically going to have like a debate thing going on in Portland, bringing people together, because the thing about Antifa, as soon as you get them on a microphone, they get really shy. Okay, they run off. So we're going to bring in like real moderate liberals and Democrats and conservatives who want to march on the waterfront and kind of have debates along the way. So that's the thing. And then, you know, we'll be going around doing videos, traveling, speeches here and there. We'll go from there. I really don't see this as a loss. I see this as an opportunity for America to wake up, to understand. Okay, we can't let people silence others, especially when we have such a positive message.
Joey, did you care at all that 3% and Oath Keepers decided not to come? Stuart Rhodes said specifically it was because Stuart Rhodes said this, not me, said that it was because you were going to allow a white supremacist speaker from Identity Europe. Stuart Rhodes, he is not a hotbed of liberal
He didn't say that. Stuart Rhodes is very anti-racist, and he's a very good guy. I'm in communication with him, and he knows for a fact that I wasn't allowed any white supremacists in.
So why did Stuart Rhodes not come?
We have people on Facebook Live asking, what do you believe in? If you don't want the media to filter it at all, your chance right now, what is the message that you have hoped to get out today?
My message is really simple. It's about bringing this country together. It's simple, okay? It's about love, peace, and freedom. It's these things that everyone can come together under, okay? Listen, we think someone else is an enemy because they voted for someone else, okay? We can't think that way. We need to bring good people together. If you're a conservative and you think someone's your friend just because he calls himself a conservative, you are wrong, okay? There's good people and bad people in every single group, and we've got to drop the labels, okay? So we get people together, the moderates, get them together, and that's how we go after the corruption, okay, the deception, and all the lies in D.C. or state government or local, whatever, okay?
Do you regret going forward with
What's that? Yeah, I'm a huge advocate for freedom, which tends to be in the middle. I stand on principle, one thing to another. You know, it's like I want freedom. That's one of the most important things for me.
So Stuart Rhodes explained to you why he didn't come, so I'm just trying to understand.
You can go talk to him. Go talk to him.
I did, and he told
Any
me it was
questions?
because you would allow... Bottom line, Joey, you've been talking about unity. How would this rally have brought people together, and what is your message of unity going forward?
It's going to be consistent. It's going to be about building bridges, okay? And that's why I can't be like really political. I can't be talking about, you know, tax rate should be this or that. No, we have to first come together and agree to be respectful to one another. We have so much hatred in this country right now. It's done on purpose. And with that hatred, we cannot go forward, okay? There's no president, there's no leader that can fix our problem at a grassroots level. No one. It has to be amongst us. We need cultural leaders. We need people, individuals, to stand up for what's right. We need people to come up here and say, hey, it's not okay to lie. It's wrong to call us white supremacists when that's a lie. Right or left, it doesn't matter. That's how we go forward. Yes, we need to talk about morals, and the government, you know, let's be honest, they're not going to help us with our morals.
Joey, how have leftists reacted to your call for unity and peace?
A lot better than I thought. We have the extremists who hate it on both sides. Okay, I get a lot of extreme right people who don't like it. I get extreme left people who don't like it. But moderate Democrats, okay, don't have a voice right now because they're quiet, and they're letting the social justice warriors, they're letting the extremists be the loudest, the minority, okay? Most moderate liberals are for free speech and for freedom, okay? But they don't speak out against it for whatever reason. I mean, they're shy or whatever, okay? They're afraid of being called racist, Nazi, whatever it may be. But I'm here, I want to give a home to moderate Democrats. I want to say, hey, you're welcome to be with us, to say what you want, to say what you believe, and we're not going to make fun of you. We're not going to make you feel bad. If you believe in freedom and love, man, you're hey, work together. We can work together.
Do you think it's a double standard for journalists to ask why we went forward with this rally after Charlottesville when there was national Refuse Fascism marches happening right after Steve Scalise got shot by a Bernie supporter?
Well, the media... That's the thing, though, is the media, obviously we all know the media has a tendency to lean, you know, more towards, let's put it one way or the other. But let's be honest, we need to put attention on the extremists on both sides, okay? That's how we bring the moderates together. If the moderate left,
kick out their extremists?
The Democrats and the moderate left, they need to speak out and they need to kick out the corrupt politicians and the corrupt politicians who are using Antifa as a tool, using BAM as a tool. This lady is literally a middle school teacher and she's directing kids to bash in heads.
Yvette Villarca, her name is.
Yvette Villarca.
What evidence do you have that the media is left? Why do you think the weekend? If you look back on the way that they came down, can you think of a better way to pull this off?
There's always a million ways to improve. You know, I'm just a rookie. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm working. I'm trying to learn and grow, and I will learn from this experience. You know, I've made plenty of mistakes going into this, and so all I got to do is admit that, analyze it, and move on and just be a better person.
And my second question is, what plans do you personally have for Berkeley tomorrow?
We got to analyze the situation. Once again, we don't want to walk into a trap, okay? That's the main thing. We don't want to go in there and start a huge riot, you know what I mean? That's the most important thing. We want free speech. We want to be able to say our piece, but at the same time, it has to be on our grounds. It has to be on, we have to be in control of the situation, okay? And so if we're walking into a trap and they just stir up a huge riot, okay, it's not good for our country. It's going to take it in the wrong direction. So we'll see what the plans are. Yeah, and we got to take care of each other, okay? We don't want people to die, okay?
And you have to remember, Berkeley has been canceled.
Yeah. Joe, you said that the media is.
What's your plan for today? Because I know there's been a lot of flip-flopping for Spirit Christie Field and Alamo Square. Do you have any intention of showing up anywhere in San Francisco today?
Yeah, we'll be showing up, or I for sure will be showing up in random spots in San Francisco. My hope is to be able to talk to just normal citizens, okay, without all the extremists. I want to show up. I want them to see my shirt, and I want to say, hey, you know, what's your concern? What do you have? You know, I'll show up, you know, and then I'll disappear and go somewhere else. And that's the thing. That's the way that the country we live in now is that I have to go from spot to spot unannounced. Otherwise, we'll have 1,000 ninjas show up trying to kill me. So.
And then once you give them your message, like, what do you want to do with what they're telling you? Like, what's your overall?
I want people to take this message of love and unity and take it to whatever they're great at. If you're a teacher, take that. If you want to go run for mayor, go do that. Okay? So I want bring people in, talk about this message of love. Okay? Come together on that, then go do your thing. Okay? Be a better teacher. Be a better waitress. Be better to the people you serve. Be better at whatever it may be. Whatever you choose, whatever your identity is, whatever you're good at, go do it.
Joey, why do you think that the media?
If they want to be, if that's what their desire is, but like I said, I'm here to fight this cultural poison. Okay, we fix that, then our government will follow. Okay, we don't reflect our government reflects us and our culture.
Joey, why do you think the media, moderate Democrats, and our academia complex supports a group, Antifa, that openly brandishes the sickle and hammer emblem and insignia, which has killed over 100 million people in the 20th century, yet are very quick to call out the one Nazi LARPer in a rally?
I don't know why people believe that Hitler was worse than Stalin. In my opinion, I think that's not logic. I think that they're both evil people that just want to control. They're just tyrants. That's what it is. And so we have to get away from the idea. A tyrant is a tyrant, okay? And we need freedom. And that's what concerns me. I don't want a corrupt government that gets so big and just gets so much power, and we just keep giving them more power and more power because we're fighting over stupid stuff, okay? So we got to fight, yes, communism, okay, even whatever, Nazis, whatever. At the end of the day, I just want a small government, then there will be no tyrants, and we will be free people in a free society who can respect one another.
Joey, why is the media?
So I'm sorry, we've been told that Antifa, ISIS members are on their way here. So you might want to clear out unless you want to be here for that violence. But we don't want to be here because we did not come here for the violence. Ask yourself one more question. Who questioned Nancy Pelosi? Where did she get the white supremacists from? Because I'm asking her. I would like to know that answer. Thank you.
Why are they left?